Happy Sunday. Hold on, let me put my background music on. One momento. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, I gotta wait for it to load. I'm gonna have to break. I'm gonna. Hold on, because I have not rebooted my computer today, so hopefully it's not gonna cut off. Okay, hold on a second. I am currently streaming on Twitch, Kick, of course, my website, the best website there. Hey, Commander Shepard. Hey, Boo Boo. How you doing? I see you. And YouTube. Hey, Joe. Tree early today? No, not really. On Sundays, I try to. Wait a minute. On Sundays, I don't know. What time did I normally start on Sundays? Am I delusional? Because I thought I started at 8 o'clock. I could be delusional. I could be me. It could be me. I could be Delulu. I could be thinking like, oh yeah, we're gonna start at 9:15. I'm starting a little late, thinking that I start at 8 o'clock. 9 your time, right? It's 9:20. It's 9:20. It's 9:21 my time. So I thought I start like at 7:30 or 8 o'clock on Sundays. No, not for Sundays though. Remember, Sundays is when I show myself on camera. My goal is to always be in front of cameras on Sundays. Let me put my thing in so I can hear myself. That's my goal. My goal is to always be on camera on Sundays. Hold on, let me turn myself down too. So one moment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, my goal is to always be on Sunday because I don't feel like showing myself throughout the entire week. That's what I don't feel like doing. And so, yeah. And if I don't see a story I can really get behind and I just don't do a video. I just stop pressuring myself. Although the YouTube gods are blessing my channel. Hey, Mr. Milky say black woman dancer. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. I cannot believe people are still talking about that affair. You know what? Can I tell y'all something I'm gonna need help with? How else shall I talk about me? I am disconnected from what the masses care about. Because I don't care. And that's not good. Because I could be eating really good and talk and do videos on things that the masses care about. Do y'all know that I showed that video of the astronomer CEO cheating? I showed that way before it got viral. As a matter of fact, the day it was uploaded was the day I showed it on one of my news channels. And I said, hey guys, let's watch these people have an affair. That was it. I didn't know it was going to go uber viral and that it was just going to go all over the world, like memes on memes on memes. And I said, oh my God, like, oh my God, this was a hit. People are making, and people started diving into the backgrounds of these two people. And then they started diving into his wife. And then they realized everybody in the story got money. Like, there's no such thing as oh, you was a brokey and then you married into money. No, the wife that got cheated on comes from a uber rich family. The CEO, who's an AI nerd, is uber rich. The HR woman married an uber rich after divorcing the uber rich. Everybody in this story got money, 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 money. Like nobody poor in this video, in this story. And I said, damn. I did not know that the HR lady was married. And her husband is uber rich. Or who we think is her husband, because they have purchased a mansion together 6 months ago. And I said, girl, how you going? First of all, men don't know how to cheat. I think that when you make so much money, no, I can't say that because we never saw Jeff Bezos cheat. Okay, y'all do know that Jeff Bezos' current wife is who he cheated on with his first wife, right? Y'all do know that, right? What's the current Sanchez, right? What's her name? What's her first name? I'm not hating on anybody here. I'm just saying. What's Sanchez first name? Oh, let me show all of mine. It's Lauren. Okay. Now, what y'all never saw is y'all never saw Jeff Bezos cheating out in the open with Lauren Sanchez. But he was cheating on his wife with Lauren Sanchez. Cause Jeff was like, oh no, I ain't trying to mess up my bottom line. Okay, I'm not trying to mess up my companies. If I'm gonna cheat on her, we gonna do it in an area where ain't nobody got no cameras, ain't nobody gonna tell anybody, everybody gonna sign an NDA, and it's only gonna be like a very small group of people. How do you go to by the way, I like Coldplay. I do believe, am I wrong for saying this? Because once again, I'm biased. Isn't Coldplay kind of like where all races kind of like get in, except for the low IQ ones, you know what I'm saying? But isn't that a band that it's like races worldwide like this band? I'm thinking like if I was to go to a Coldplay concert with my husband, I'm sure many of you all would be there too. If you live in Georgia, that is. Everyone I know likes them, and my friends are from all over. You're probably gonna say all over the world. Yeah, I mean like Coldplay. Coldplay is probably one of the safest. I when I say safe, I mean really safe. You ain't got to worry about nothing. No bombs, no fights, no rude people. I think it's probably one of the most harmonious. I don't know from personal experience, but I think it's probably one of the most harmonious, well-attended, well-behaved, loving group of people. I think that would be just a wonderful experience where you see people, you know, you went to school with, you go to church with, you know, you go to work with, you know, like they would be at a Coldplay concert. Why would you be all snuggle up at a Coldplay concert? Not because of the kissing cam, not because of that, because you're out in public. You're out in a public place where people can see you and go, ooh, is that the CEO of the, ooh, click, 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 click. they were even warned about the cameras at the start of the performance. Yeah, but see, I've heard, hold on, Morgan, let me tell you something about the CEO. The reason why they have gotten rid of him really first, because before they got rid of her, is because he's not like, people keep saying he's an asshole. They say he's the kind that will get you, he's so petty and he's so arrogant that if you disagree with him, he'll try to like get you back. He's one of those petty type of leaders, right? And I was like, okay, well, there you go. That's what you get. I feel sorry for the wife, though. Could you imagine being a wife and you at home doing your own thing? Hello, you at home, you like, do, my husband is at work making us more money. I'm going to cook him some spaghetti. Do, with some extra garlic bread. Blah, blah, blah. He going to have some extra meatballs in it. Oh, I love my husband. All of a sudden, your phone go crazy. You pick up your phone. Hello, happy wife, happy life here. Girl, did you go on Facebook? Did you go on your Facebook? Girl, your husband is out right now with that hussy from humans. What is it? Human resources? Human resources. Yes, that hussy that was sitting up there smiling in your face. Girl, get on Facebook. Girl, that's not my man. My husband is loyal. My husband would never do something so silly like that. Girl, get on Facebook. Get on Facebook right now. Right now. Okay, Cynthia, let me get on Facebook so I could just at least show you that you're wrong. Oh, God, I don't know why she's so hysterical. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. By the way, there was some pictures of them kissing in the lobby. I mean, very sloppy. Like he wanted to get caught. Like he literally wanted. Listen. I said to myself, did he think he was untouchable? By the way, there's no prenup.
Boom! Headshot.
And I said, how she got all that money and didn't sign no prenup? That was dumb. Now maybe I hope that could be misinformation or just straight up lies. Maybe somebody got it wrong. But I'm thinking she does come from money, by the way. Like, I never heard nobody say to their daughter coming from like a whole lot of millions and millions upon millions, maybe possibly small baby billions, and say, oh no, honey, you can go ahead and get married to that nerd with no prenup. Like, what? They don't do that. Okay. I could tell Tree hasn't worked a regular job in a while, not knowing what HR stands. That's true. That's the good point, Joe. I was like, what's HR? Human resources? What that? Oh yeah, that's the people you like. Yeah, I think I know what human resources are. Human resources is where you complain that you are getting racially discriminated against, or something like that, or you're getting sexually. I know HR from sexual harassment, right? Because if you get complaint, then you have to take a class as a man. You got it eventually. See, I smart. They are professional Karens for the most part. They don't really help. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I really, really wouldn't know. Anyway, so I wish people listen. So when the reason I'm bringing this up is because can you guys help me I'm so disconnected. I'm so out of touch with what people care about because I don't care about it. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was like, oh, they got caught. Ha 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 ha. And I moved on. I did not know that even people at my gym was going to talk about that. I mean, it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. They're still talking about it. And I said, I could be making a lot of money off of this video. You know, catering to the whole cheat, because women, that bothers women getting cheated on. Like, it don't bother me, okay? Because y'all know the deal. Y'all know how I roll. But women like, I'm glad she's gonna get. She is gonna get paid. The wifey is going to get paid. Wifey's going to get ka-ching, ka-ching. She gonna get money for emotional distress, which she is going through right now. Infidelity. This is why y'all gotta get those. Listen, ladies, hear me out. Hear me out. A prenup is your best friend. I don't know why y'all don't sign these damn things. I don't know what. If I had married a billion, well, first of all, if I came from money, that's an automatic. But I would put up in there an infidelity clause. I would have defined what infidelity is and then public humiliation if anybody found out. I'd be like, whoa. See, you should fix the prenup. Like, hear me out, ladies. Listen. Y'all got to get y'all emotions out of it. Y'all so emotional when it comes to these men. You cannot stop a man from cheating if he wants to cheat, baby. I'm so sorry for telling y'all this. I'm so sorry. If your man wants to cheat, he gonna cheat. Just like if you want to cheat, you could cheat. The difference between him and you is that you're less likely to get caught. He's sloppy. They always get caught. Even if they don't do their best not to get caught, if the woman they're cheating on the wife with, it gets mad, she's gonna snitch them. She's gonna snitch on them. Okay? So listen. Stop worrying about getting cheated on. Make it to take a deep breath with what I'm about to say, right? Let's go. Okay, do one more time. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Okay, I'm going to say something. Fix the prenup to where you hope he does cheat on you.
Boom! Headshot!
I'm just saying. Y'all need to work smart. Y'all need to work smart. Prenups are not a joke. I mean, you let me know what prenup did not work. Except if you signed it under duress. Okay? Y'all keep thinking, all of y'all who think prenup is a joke, one, are not married, and two, you ain't got no money. You ain't got no assets to protect. Okay? Prenups are not a joke. Okay? And I can give a whole lot of lists of examples to prove my point. Okay. Now, what some of y'all do is y'all go on ChatGPT or legal.com and you get these stupid pre-written, because you want to be cheap about it. Okay? You get what you pay for. And y'all go ahead and get these prenups that you get off of legal.com, the paperwork off of that. And then you want to know why that prenup don't work. Dumbass, you ain't no lawyer. This lady is Skydive was asking why everyone cared about this topic. She realized why after we told her the HR lady was recently promoted by him. No, but see, even then, I was like, I guess, here's the thing. I guess I thought, like, they were sloppy. I didn't think that the world, like, you know how many cheating scandals come out every day? How can we have a healthy relationship when we are always examined by women for every little thing? Then don't get married to women and go gay. I heard that being with a man as a man is a great thing. I mean, y'all should do it. Homosexuality. Get with men. You ain't got to worry about no damn woman. Listen, if y'all worried about women, go to men. Listen, I got the answers for everything. Next. What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? Anybody else got some women problems? You ain't got to listen. You ain't got to worry about no man doing that to you. Yes, gay men cheat. Yes, David. Shh, be quiet. Go sit down. Yes, we know gay men cheat more than women. But sis, we're talking about marriage. We're talking about marriage. When gay men marry another gay man, they don't divorce because one cheated. They just call that extracurricular activities in the marriage. That's what that is, okay? I'm not saying that they ain't out there. I've never seen a gay man go, you cheated on me, you terrible man. I want a divorce. I'm going to take half your, I don't see that. I don't see that, honey.
Troll just dipped $5. When are we going to see Three of the Coldplay concerts kiss cam? Don't forget I cheated on my wife with the help.
Who is this? Wait a minute. Who are you being, Joe? Hold on. Who is this voice? Arnold? God. I did not. That was Arnold. I did not. I can't say his last name because I get dinged all the time. I think people are focusing on this because the Diddy Epstein. No, because this has nothing to do with the Diddy Epstein thing. True, gay men don't. Spitfire, you know I am a hag, honey. I keep gay men around me, all right? I mean, come on now. I'm a card-carrying one. I know how gay men are. They don't do that. That's what women do. When men don't lose that, men don't go all ballistic because their partner, husband, whatever they want to call them, cheated with another man. Money for demons of lawyers that want your money, or demon in female skin that demand your soul. Okay, I'm a heathen, Lee. I don't know if you know that. I'm a heathen. I'm not a Christian, so none of that. What I read from you was I don't get into the demonization of money, and I definitely don't care about the whole devil soul stuff. So, gay couples be like, "You got with the pool boy, me too. We still got it. High five." That's what I'm saying. Gay men don't do that. So, like, if you guys got problems, oh my God! Thank you for the gifted subs. Joe gave a gifted sub. Joe gave a gifted sub to Alexander. Alexander got a gifted sub. Alexander, be sure to thank Joe. Joe, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Oh, look, you got some chocolate by your name, Alexander. No, because I took the chat from this group and put it up here, and now I can see everything. That's been going on for like the last 2 weeks, as a matter of fact. Yeah. No, Kick didn't fix it. I had to just get a new chat. But anyway, let me say this before we get into the news, because y'all know how it is. I like coming in here and having a nice discussion with you guys. I guess what I want to say is that, because some people say, Tree, society care about this story. society cares about this story. Because society really does care about this story. See, the whole thing with the woman stabbing the McDonald's worker, I knew that was a story that everybody was caring about because I care about story like that. When I went to that heifer's Instagram, I was like, this bee is crazy. She taking crazy pills. What's going on? She cray cray. She cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I had to talk about that. And y'all know I don't like no Joy Reid, so you know I'm going to talk about it. I don't like Piers Morgan either, but that whole thing, joy. Racism, white supremacy, Nazi, joy. Y'all know I was going to love that one. Okay. So stories that I find interesting, I was like, oh, I'm going to do a video on that one. Right? But when, as for the earlier didn't know Donald Duck was going to make a cameo appearance on this stream. No idea how you negotiated the rights to that wasn't Donald Duck, that was Arnold. Oh my God, thank you for the gifted subs. What are you talking about? That was not Donald Duck. All right, Joe. Guess what? Blue Tiger, you got yourself a gifted sub from Joe. Joe gave you a gifted sub. There you go. Blue Tiger, make sure you thank Joe. Joe, thank you for the gifted sub. So anyway, so that's why I did a video. So I was looking for a video to do on yesterday, and I just couldn't do it. And also, I have self-awareness that the whole Russia thing is more important to me than it is to you guys. Yeah, I don't really care. So I don't want to make a video where it's more important to me, and I'm only going to have a small amount of my audience talk about it, like one interested. So that's the reason why I included it in this live stream. So if you notice, I talk more about the whole Ukraine-Russia situation in live streams than I do make an independent video. Also, I think I'm still a little gun shy from when I did make an independent video, and I got demonetized because of it. Still a little gun shy because of that. So in conclusion, can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all go into the comment section? Hold on. See, that's the thing. I don't really pay attention to my comments when a video is going crazy. Like, do y'all understand the whole liberals getting fired? That video is still going crazy with comments and views. Like, YouTube keeps pushing that video. And my notifications are going crazy with people commenting, attacking that girl, which is justifiable. She should be attacked, right? So maybe you could like send me an email or at me on Twitter and give me like, say, hey, here's a story that I think most people care about. Please, it has to be a story that most people care about. Okay, somebody at me. Now, all it had to be something that's very pleasurable for me to watch. Like someone at me on Twitter about a police. Who saw this video? A police officer. Okay. By the way, everybody in the story is white, just in case y'all want to like get triggered or whatever. A police officer pulled out some guy and just start pull him on the ground. Then when he finished beating the other guy in his face, the police officer gets up and this really rotundous white woman wearing all pink because it looked like she was naked, so it's important for me to tell y'all. No, peach. She had wearing all peach. I was like, is she naked? She was wearing a peach dress, a sundress. And I had to look at the video like, That's a whole lot of woman. He grabbed the top of her head because she was holding on to the wires, preventing and basically using her big old fat body as leverage. And if two cops couldn't bring her down, dude grabbed the top of her head and said, "Rah!" That was so delicious to watch. De-engaged Phil, thank you so much for the $5. I missed that one. What happened to your video? Did you not call Putin enough baby killing MFers or something? That video, how long ago was that? Did I get, hold on. Okay, hold on. The war started in 2022, right? That happened in 2022. Yeah, that happened in 2022. I think though the video got struck down, and then they like, Tree of Logic, aka Tree House News. You are no longer getting any money from AdSense because we are demonetizing your channel because you are an op for Russia. What did they do? I don't know. You know what? That is a very intelligent question. I don't know why they got their ass kicked. I just know it was delicious looking at them get their ass kicked. I don't know. Ain't that something? Let me tell you something. Hey, I am not a morally grand person. I want y'all to understand, okay? Do not think I am morally righteous. I'm not. Please don't. Please don't think so. Please don't say, how could you do that? What those police did was morally, how do you say the word? Reprehensible? Did I say that right, chat? Y'all know I'm trying to learn how to say big words due to my ghetto education. I said it right. Yeah. I learned. I smart. Hook on phonics work for me. So don't ever think that. Honey. I want y'all to remember I'm the one who said if my enemy, we're not going to name my enemy, but if my enemy is across from me choking on a chicken bone, I'm going to sit there and watch while taking a sip of my water. Something okay? You all right? Why are you grabbing your neck like that? Uh-oh. What you talking about? Can you use your words? Oh, no, you fell to the ground. I hope you're okay. I don't know what's wrong with her. Something's happening to, I don't know. Maybe she got laryngitis because she kept going like this. I'm that woman. I'm her. So, but I'm not fake about it. I'm not going to be one of these people telling them, oh my God, those poor people. For example, okay, y'all heard that the French police are going into the water where there's a boatload of migrants, illegal aliens from Africa. Okay, and they're taking a knife and cutting they're cutting the boat so they can't go to England in the Channel or something like that. You should see all the white people that yes, it is. You can fact check me. You can see all the white people telling me, that's awful. They could drown. Why would you do that while they're out in the water? I'm like, they ain't going further out. Listen, I would have waited until that damn. If I was the French police, I would have took all my police gear off. I would have hopped in that water like I'm on Hawaii 5-0. Wait a minute, is that recent? Oh, hold on. Not Hawaii 5-0. Because they're in France. Baywatch. I would have been out on the French version of Baywatch. I would have been swimming with my knife in my mouth. And as soon as I got to that boat, I would have went underneath the boat. And then I would have swam up and I would have put the knife back in my mouth. I would have swam back to shore, baby. That's how you do it. They weren't even far from the shore. And these people tell me, this so awful. They could drown. First of all, they had them little stupid old orange vests on. They wasn't going to drown. The Engaged Phil, thank you so much for the $5. On a recent stream, Razorfish mentioned the unnameable one and her doxing site. What? You're not the only one who remembers that what a POS she is. Yay, Razorfish. Oh, they gave me the Engaged Phil, you still watch the Razorfish. That's one of your favorites. I would have cut a picture in that float. Aren't they in a boat? How are they going to drown? No, Nina. Okay, guys, let me show you. How did y'all not see these? Hold on. Like, how are y'all not seeing these videos? I'm only gonna show you one. Cause, we could be, where is the Twitter? Okay, here we go. Because we could be here all night looking at those type of videos. Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, God. I'm having a problem with these videos now. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get another one. All right, here go one. All right. I found one that will work. All right. These are the French police officers. So watch this.
Okay, they're slicing it. They're coming in to slice the boat now. The police have come in to slice the boat. Look at that guy, he's furious. Okay.
On security. Go.
Okay, to your right, the policeman here. He's pulling them in to your right. So the police now intervening. They've just come in. They've slashed the boat. They feel it's close enough to the shore so that it's not too dangerous for those on board. And you can see everyone's giving up now.
This is a tame one, though. This is a tame one. This ain't the one I was like, yeah, more of that, please. It's a whole lot of these videos. Okay, no, but I like this one even more. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many of them. This one is tame because he did it at the shore. Like they weren't even out. Like the other boat was a little further out, but it was like where the police officer, the water came right here, and he just like boop 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 boop, and that's when all the cameras like, oh they can drown. I would have let that sucker float out there, and I would have been underneath there, just like I would have been like Jaws. All right, let's get into the news, guys. Why do y'all let me talk so much? Like, I don't know. Engaged fuel. Oh my God. Engaged fuel is spoiling me today. Okay. Okay. See how a gay man is taking care of me. Oh, my gay man's be taking care of me all the time. Okay. Tame. Am I the only one who noticed that hot oh. The engaged fuel. I canceled him out because he's French, so he doesn't get that.
Boom! Headshot!
If he was Spanish or German or Italian, I would have like, damn. But as soon as I found out they were French, I was like, ugh. Oh my God, am I not being shown up here? How do y'all sit here and let me, oh, hold on. That's because I'm in the wrong one. Y'all sit up here and let me not get shown? I was making faces when I was talking about French police officers. Let me do that again. Hold on. Engaged few. Let me redo my reaction to you again. Tame, am I the only one who noticed how hot French cops are? See, let me tell you something. I would agree with you if they were from Spain, Germany, or even Italy, but they're French. Poo-poo-poo. Poo-poo-poo-poo. French, yuck. Yeah. As soon as I found out they were French, I was like, next. Now, if they was Italian, I'd be like, damn. Damn. But the engaged few, I know you don't discriminate, so it's all right, cool. Okay. I thought Poland used bullets. Now, these are French. These are the first police. They have an Italian one. They have French one. You know, ain't no Germans gonna do nothing like this. I want to say they have a Spanish version too. That's what I want to say. I want to say they have a Spanish version. But yeah, don't feel sorry for these people. Like, it's too late anyway for. All right. Excuse me. I want to I watched Asmongold react to a Polish video. They use water cannons and bullets. Yeah, but that's on land. It ain't fun because they on land. These people can't swim. Okay. I'm talking about like, I've seen the water cannon stuff. I've seen that. That was good too. But I'm talking about the boats. I'm talking about the boats. I'm talking about when they're getting in these, blow up boats, airboats, and they're like got all these people plowed on them. Okay. And so I don't care if they can't swim. I don't care. I don't care. All right, so let me explain this before we get into the story, and then we'll move on. So I want you guys to understand that Zelensky is a POS. He's a huge, huge POS. And this man has tried on numerous occasions to start World War III. Now, I want y'all to understand you cannot trust anything coming out of Trump's mouth. Trump talks out of both ends of his mouth when it comes to Ukraine. Trump will sit up here and say, I'm disappointed in Putin. Then he'll like, that Putin is a great guy. And I want you to understand, do not believe anything that comes out of his mouth when it comes to Ukraine war. When he sat up here and said that they were going to sell weapons to NATO to use on Ukraine, I got mad until I saw the following day that the countries in NATO said, you can't do that. Not saying that to Trump, saying that to oh God, what is the one that kissed his ass so much? Was it Starmer? No. Who? Oh man. Does anybody remember who he was talking to? I think it was the German guy. Anyway, whoever Trump was talking to about NATO's going to buy the weapons and from America and give it to Ukraine. I learned they can't do that. Here's why. America is part of NATO.
Boom! Headshot!
And you cannot force the countries in NATO to buy weapons for a country that's not in NATO. So Poland was like, Trump is a Gemini, never forget. Ooh, thank you for reminding me, Alu. Thank you for reminding me. That's the reason why. That's why I can't. He get on my nerves sometimes. I love him one day and I can't stand him the next day. And so Poland was like, you can't do that. And by the way, America is not separate from NATO. So if NATO going to pay for it, Susan, if NATO's going to pay for it, that means America is paying for it. And then Italy is like, yeah, that's true. If America's part of NATO and NATO going to pay for it, they got to pay for it. Which made me think that Trump did this on purpose. Because he knew he could not give directly weapons to Ukraine. Weapons we don't have, by the way. Just put that out there. To Ukraine without pissing off his base. Because they already mad at him about Epstein. I want y'all to understand. Trump called us stupid and naive and gullible because of the Epstein files. And we was like, who you talking to, sucker? So his voter base, his support base were already pissed off at him about Epstein. So he couldn't sit up here and say, we need to get more weapons to Ukraine. Because he said we are depleted, which is true. We are depleted because while Poopa Pants Joe Biden was in office, he was giving all kinds of stuff to Ukraine. As if like, what are you talking about? Why y'all doing this? Well, I know why. So, we are in a proxy war with Russia via Ukraine. And if we're in a proxy war with Russia being Ukraine, how are we encouraging ceasefire negotiations when Ukraine is the one that is only reason they last this long is because Westernized countries keep giving the little gremlin who always begging for money and weapons, money that's being laundered and weapons that's being destroyed by Russia. I want you to understand, just like AOC, Zelensky is an actor. Did y'all forget that? So it's like he is an illegitimate president of Ukraine. He has canceled elections for the second time. And now people hate him. Thank God. I don't know what took it so long. Well, they want him out. Because this man's ego has gotten so out of control that he's like, nah, I want to still be president. So he locks up his opposition. He also disbands any other religion that like the Orthodox Catholic, I think, or maybe it's the Orthodox Christians. I want to say Orthodox Christians. So he's disbanded and arrests a lot of the religious leaders of those churches because he can't control them. He does a lot of corrupt stuff. But all that aside, right? All that aside, are they still grabbing innocent citizens off the street to fight? Well, savage sweetheart, let's see. Ukrainian freedom. This was posted July the 17th. You're taken to the army to die for Zelensky totally voluntarily. Let's watch. Let's watch. Let's watch. That's she. That's she. Okay, that's one. Let's see. Here's some more. Let's see. It's another one.
Я с собакой, блядь! Что вы делаете? Что вы делаете?
Вибачте, ну собакою, ну.
Что вы делаете?
Яка квартира?
Третий этаж. Зачем ты меня бьешь? Как зачем?
Нет! Нет! Ты куда? Нет!
Нет, давай.
Нет! Ты телефон взял?
Let's see. Let's see if we can find some more. Let's see. That's where I've seen that one. Let's see. Let's see some more. Let's see.
Пидоры, чтобы вы были прокляты, блядь!
So it amazes me that all of this is going down and everybody over here in America is Slava Ukraini. You don't care about these people getting snatched off the street to go be cannon fodder on the front lines of a losing army. That's what I don't understand. Okay. So these people who are promoting this war, they're all hypocrites, including Trump. I love Trump. Y'all know Trump, my man, but I'm not part of the MAGA cult. I'm not going to sit up here and not judge Trump when Trump does stupid stuff like this. Like what's going on? They have been, and this is the reason why people want Zelensky out, because of the kidnapping of Ukrainian men and sometimes women. If a woman has not had a baby in her late 30s or early 40s, she gets conscripted. She sit up here and gets drafted. So I'm like, they don't care. And let's not forget my number one reason why I don't like Ukraine. Let's not be clear. Let's be clear. My number one reason why I don't like Ukraine is because the white supreme pieces, and I mean the legitimate white supremacists here in America, go to Ukraine and always went to Ukraine for training. Always. You have at least 11 different neo-Nazis organizations, legal organizations, normalized organizations in Ukraine. David Damn Duke went over there and got himself a PhD and expect all of us to call him doctor. They replaced the decimated population with North Africans. I don't think so with Ukraine. The racism over there is what has. We're talking about Ukraine. I'm not talking about the rest of Europe. Ukraine is a different place. Ukraine is very white, but they're very these are the sons and daughters of the SS soldiers and the neo-Nazi soldiers and everything like that from World War II. And they hate Russia because, remember, Russia kicked their ass. Russia kicked Germany's ass. Let's be clear. So they have, and you can fact check me if y'all think I'm lying. Just all you got to do is Google how many neo-Nazi organizations are there in Ukraine, and you will see several articles, including a Wikipedia, that will list them. Honey, you can't name one one neo-Nazi organization that's legitimized here in America. Not one. We don't have one. So if we would not allow a neo-Nazi organization to be, when I say legitimize, okay, these people have, they have a legitimate organization where they pay taxes, they can get a building, they can advertise, they can actually march, they can have their own recruitment, they can basically do the little tiny mustache salute, they can have the swastika, they can do all of that all in the open, and nobody will shame them, ridicule them, or cancel them. Okay? So my thing is that why should I, not only as an American, but as a black woman, support this? No, of course not. What the hell? If you want to know where I am more safe, I'm more safe in Russia than Ukraine. So I'm never going to support Ukraine, ever, 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 ever. And I will destroy anybody who wants to try to shame me for that, because I will shame you for telling me to support a country that legitimizes organizations that want me dead. And if you're not purely white, they're going to want you dead too. America and Poland and Hungary and Czech Republic and Slovakia seems to be the only countries where they are not allowing, and I don't even want to put Ukraine in this category because, and I hate Romania, so I'm not even going to mention them because it's so corrupt. But these seems to be the only countries where they want to keep the population the same. They're not trying to brown up their population. They're not trying to black up their population. So, and also something else shocking. I should have talked about this. I should have made a video about this. Did you guys know at the airport in Dallas, there's a airport in Texas where they have a prayer section in the airport strictly for Muslims? Oh my God, I should have did a video on that. Now that's a video I should have done something on. Hold on. Prayer room, Texas airport. Check this out. Islamization of Texas rages on. What do Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport, your child school, your legislature, and your local police department all now have in common? They all have been Islamized step by step, exactly as the Muslim Brotherhood laid out in their infamous secret memo to destroy Western civilization from within. Houston Airport just opened a complete Sharia-compliant Islamic prayer complex in Terminal D. Gender-segregated prayer areas per Islamic law. Dedicated wudu stations for ritual washings. Not a multi-faith rooms. You know how they have them in hospitals? Downstairs they have it's supposed to be interfaith. It's supposed to be interfaith, not multi-faith room. This is a place built exclusively for Muslims. And who celebrate this? CARE, Houston, the Hamas-linked group named by the DOJ in the largest terror financing trial in United States history. The very group waging civilizational jihad across our institutions, now cheering the Islamization of an American airport. This is ideological colonization. Ask yourself, where's the Christian chapel in Tehran's airport? There are none. Where's the synagogue in Islamabad's terminal? There are none. Where are the Hindu shrines in Kabul? There are none. You won't find them because they don't kneel to us. But here in America, we're surrounded by one terminal, one classroom, one institution at a time. Texas is ground zero. CARE is turning Houston into Sharia command center. If they want Islamic infrastructure, they can keep it in the Islamic world. This is America, not a province of a caliphate. Stop the Islamization. Stop the civilization jihad. Ban CAR now. So let's watch. Let's watch. Texas done. Listen. Y'all remember when I wanted to move to Texas? I think this is the reason why nothing worked out for me in Texas. You'll never see this in Georgia.
The Houston branch of the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CARE, is commending Houston airports. This is for establishing a new room to perform wudu and prayer facilities at George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Wudu refers to the purification Muslims perform before prayer. Located in Terminal D, CARE says the facilities offer a clean, peaceful space for daily prayers and ablution. It is one of the first airports in the U.S. to offer such amenities.
Did you know that Houston Bush Intercontinental Airport has a full mosque? Come check it out with us. Located across from Gate D16, they offer both men and women prayer areas. When you first go in, you enter directly into the wudu area. One thing to note is that there's no toilets in here, so use the bathroom before you come in. From the wudu area, you enter directly into the prayer hall. There's plenty of space for you and your family. I snuck over to the women's side and it offers the same amenities as the men. Be sure to stop by next time you're flying out.
Yeah. So yeah, Texas, you're done. I'm just writing you guys off, just like I wrote Michigan off. Cause you guys got that Islamic you got a city, a legit what's it called? Snap City? I forgot what that thing is called that quick. You have 1.0 and you prevented the 2.0 version. Epic. Thank you, Eva. Y'all have Epic City 1.0 that has been operating underneath your face for 12 years. 12 years they had Epic City 1.0. Then it was like, these old stupid people, they not paying attention. Let's go ahead and expand to Epic City 2.0. You'll never find this in any Islamic country, though. You just won't. You can't be Christian and growing. You can't have a growing Christian community in Syria. You can't have a growing Christian, Jew, or Catholic, or any non-Islamic country growing in Afghanistan, Pakistan, all of them, Iran, Iraq, Egypt. I can name all of them. You cannot have them growing like that. Okay? Trump needs to boot the Hibius out, not just the Mexican. I need to get my facts straight, but who here is familiar with the leader of Syria? Because y'all can just forget about relying on Trump when it comes to this, right? Let me go fact check this. Who is the leader of Syria now? Okay, Ahmad al-Sharaa. Okay, Now, y'all guys see this? Okay. Was Maud Ard a member of a terrorist organization? By December of that year, the United States Department designated Jihad al-Nusra as a terrorist organization, identified it as alias to al-Qaeda in Iraq, also known for its Islamic State of Iraq, also known as ISIS. The United States Department, notice how they not answer my question. So let's see if Grok gonna answer my question. Let's go to Grok, chat. Let's go to Grok. Because I find it strange you're not answering my question. Keep your answer short and to the point. Yes, Ahmad al-Sharaa, also known as Abu Muhammad al-Jawlani, was a member of al-Qaeda and led its Syrian affiliate Jabhat al-Nusra, which was designated as a terrorist organization by the United States and others. He cut ties with al-Qaeda in 2016. Oh no! You mean the leader of Syria? Wasn't it? Hold on. Now y'all probably like, well, what this got to do with Trump? Hold on. Oh my God, why am I not being able to type? Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry, my bad. I know why. Hold on. Did America have, how should I say this? Not necessarily a warrant. Did America have, it's not the warrant. It's, did America have something, sorry, I can't think of the name, out for last year. Yes, in 2024, the United States had a $10 million bounty on Ahmad al-Sharaa, also known as Abu Muhammad al-Jawlani, under the Rewards for Justice program for his leadership of the al-Nusra Front, a designated terrorist organization. This bounty was lifted in December 2024 following a meeting with the United States officials in Damascus, where al-Sharaa pleaded not to allow Syria to become a staggering ground for terror attacks. So we negotiated with terrorists.
Boom! Headshot!
Is Trump okay with this? Former president, what do you mean former president? Supported lifting the former president. Why is it former? Come on, Grok. Former President Donald Trump supported lifting the $10 million bounty on Ahmad al-Shari and U.S. sanctions on Syria in 2024, announcing it during a May 2025 speech in I don't know how to pronounce his name. He met al-Shari in Saudi Arabia, praising him as a young, attractive guy and a tough guy. No shit, he's a damn terrorist. With a real shot at holding Syria together. Indicating a positive stance on the decision. Trump also urged al-Shari to join the Abraham Accords and normalize ties with Israel, suggesting he saw strategic value in engaging in al-Shari to civil. This is so laughable that I'm reading this. Okay. Anyway, listen, the best way of dealing with, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. The best way of dealing with Grok is loyal to Elon, not that the girls are on the outs. Grok is going to erase Trump's second term. Oh, is that why he's saying former president? I'm like, but no. ChatGPT does that too. ChatGPT, hold on. ChatGPT erases Trump as saying former president as well. I don't know why these AIs are doing that. They still do it. I was asking Grok last week, Mike, as a matter of fact. I was like, why? I said, hey, Grok, who's the president of the United States? The president of the United States is Joe Biden. I was like, no, he not. And now they're killing Christians. Jeremy, they killing MAGA Christians. And the Druze, did I pronounce that right? Druze? They found out they were killing the Druze. So I'm sitting here saying, wait a minute now. Y'all wanna sit up here and talk about how the Jews are doing this, the Jews are doing that, but I just see nothing but white leaders allowing this to happen. The only way these people are going to change is if y'all stop cuddling them and look the other way when they do something you don't agree with. I don't do that. I don't do that. When I see Trump do something stupid like this, I call him out. And Christians, as a heathen, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I want you to know I am on your side. Just like I'm on the Jews' side, I'm on your side. You are getting slaughtered in non-westernized countries. Especially the ones that are Islamic based. I don't even want to touch on Africa. So when you all don't hold people accountable, this is how you have prayer rooms in a airport that's named after George Bush. Y'all cooked, Texas. Y'all are cooked. Y'all cooked. You cooked. If you all need to do something, because if they get Texas, and Texas is a big state, if Texas is taken over, which y'all had a whole bunch of libtards leave California to go to Texas. Y'all didn't protect Texas like the Santés protected Florida from all them damn New Yorkers and all them people from New Jersey. They tried to come down to Texas and try to turn it blue. It didn't work because the Santés put a stop to that. Y'all can hate on the Santés all you want to, but you can't tell me where he did a worse job. You can't tell me he did not protect his state. And I'm sorry, if you can protect your state like that from being overran by libtards and Islamists as well as immigrants, I'm sorry. You my man, baby. And And I never, ever liked J.D. Vance. I don't like no man who's best friend, well, not best friends, but with friends with a pimp like Andrew Tate. So I'm just sitting here like, y'all pick and choose how y'all going to praise somebody. But I hold everybody accountable. If DeSantis did something shady, I will call him out. If my beloved governor, who I love so much, okay, Governor Kemp, and my state is very red. We don't, unlike Texas, we don't have not one Democrat holding a statewide seat. They're all GOP. They all GOP seats. But when it comes to the Senate, we have lost 3 seats to a Democrat. Hopefully we get the pajama boy out of office. Because Trump wanted to play the race game, he decided to get Vernon Jones. What a dumbass move. But I try to pull for Vernon Jones. I try to be a team player. I did. I was like, oh, come on, Vernon. Come on. Georgia we ain't playing that, dude. He lost so bad. He lost to what's the other black guy name with the bald head? Who did he lose to? I'm gonna get these names. I'm really good at names. Anyway, Perdue lost his seat to the pajama boy. I don't even know what his name is. It's that little skinny Jewish guy. And then you had Vernon was not able to unseat the other black guy. No, not Vernon. I'm sorry, not Vernon. It's coming to me now. Not Vernon. Herschel Walker. I'm sorry, I just had a flashback. I'm so sorry. You had mumble mouth, okay, Herschel Dan Walker. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. Listen, I got a lot in my head. I got so much political facts in my head. It wasn't Vernon Jones. I'm sorry. It was Herschel Dan Walker. What a bit Georgia. And let me tell you something. I'm going to beat that, man. Let me tell you something. I'm Donald Trump. Because I'm going to run here I'm the best person for the job. And this is the thing. I know that the Democrats want to come over here and threaten. I'm going to make sure they don't win. Trump asked Thomas, that Herschel Walker is a great guy, so articulate. You know what I'm saying? When he was a football player, he was a great one. And I know he's going to be good to replace in the House of Georgia. We're going to get hurt. I was like, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Good gosh, dude. I confuse black people. I confuse Herschel Walker with Vernon Jones. How could I do that, Chad? But hold on. But I'm a team player, guys. Even though I thought it would. Let me stop talking like him. Even though I thought. Y'all see I'm talking with a lisp. Even though I thought Trump, endorsing Herschel Walker was a dumbass move, I was a team player. I was rooting for him. I was wanting him to win because I'm a team player. Because I'm like, this is Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Man, Georgia's wasn't having that. They was like, I ain't not voting for that, man. I'm talking too fast to be Herschel. Good point, Cornelius. I am talking too fast. Listen, I still haven't got on this damn Zelensky. You see what happens when I don't talk to y'all for a long time? I get on here and I saw yap, 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 yap. I'm just a yapping. So, anyway. Georgia's better than Texas. Stay mad. Because let me tell you something. What we don't have. We don't have no epic city in Georgia. You know what else we don't have? We don't have no prayer station in the Atlanta International Airport. We have an interfaith. I don't even know where it's at. I don't care because I'm a heathen, so why would I know? Okay, we have an interfaith. We also have a smoking room in there too, in the international airport for those who gotta go smoke. But we don't have no all mosque place there. We don't have that. So y'all can't talk about Georgia. Those of y'all living in Texas. Y'all being taken over slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. All right. Let me get off of Zelensky so we can get on to this thing. What was something else I want to talk that I was excited about? Oh, yeah. So Trump is doing something that so y'all get to see how I criticize Trump and y'all about to see how I'm about to praise Trump. Okay? Y'all ready? So let's criticize Trump in reference to this Zelensky stuff. So Zelensky is panicking because everybody want him out. Russia is still taking land. Russia's like, how do you say thank you? Nina, how do you say thank you in German? I mean, in Russian. Hold on a second. Let me see how you say. How do you say thank you in Russian? I do not know what is this? What is these words? What am I looking at? What in the world? Hold on. Let me what is Okay, here we go.
Спасибо.
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 Spasiba. Spasiba. I'm going to take this here. Spasiba. I'm going to take that line. Spasiba. Spasiba. Take that land. Spasiba. 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 I know how to speak German. I don't know how to speak German, Russian, because it's they got different. Spasiba. 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 That's what Russia is doing to to Ukraine right now. They just taking it. Take it. All right. Anyway, so they want to replace Zelensky with Zelensky. They want to replace Zelensky with Zelensky, which is basically replacing Satan with the devil. That's all that is. But Zelensky is more controllable than little Zelensky. Zelensky is in the UK right now, chilling, just waiting for either Zelensky to get taken out or him to be exiled on his own so he can run away. I don't know if I want to listen. Hold on, let me see. I am so sexist. I kid you not, I'm not being mean, right? I try to listen to these women talk about it and I tuned out. I tried to listen to these two women talk about it. I was like, what was they saying? Men, I can relate, okay? Man, I can so relate to y'all sometimes, okay? These two women trying to talk about some and I listened for a good 10 seconds and then I went, doo. All right, let's see what this one is saying.
As early as next month. With President Volodymyr Zelensky now openly calling for new peace talks with Russia.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about it. Because I'm up to date on all of this, right? So Zelensky been telling his negotiation team to go there and waste Russian time. And they want to sign the Kellogg agreement, which Russia never, ever will sign that agreement, ever. And they're not going to do a ceasefire. Why would you do a ceasefire when you're winning? So Putin is like, you either agree to our agreement or we just keep taking your land. You're not winning, baby. Okay, you can't sit up here and tell the winner that we got to abide by your rules. You are in the loser seat. So they was wasting time. So they stopped showing up. They stopped showing up for negotiation in Istanbul, right? They stopped going to Turkey. His negotiation team stopped going to Istanbul to have the negotiations about a ceasefire. Because they're like, we're going to get the HIMARS and we're going to get the Patriots from America. And then we're going to take over and we're going to finally win. No. Then Trump lying as, we're going to sell the weapons that we don't have to NATO. Yeah, I know we're part of NATO, so we'll be buying our own weapons, but don't think too hard about it because, it's a way of me getting out of it. And you know what? If Russia doesn't come to an agreement of ceasefire in 50 days, 55 days, then I'm going to put tariffs on them, 100% tariffs, even though we have put the UK and the EU and NATO have placed 18, that's right, not 10, not 14, 18 sanction packages against Russia, and none of them made a dent in their economy. I think my little 100% tariffs are gonna do anything. That's why I said 50 days, because when 50 days get here, we will have something else for you all to concentrate on, like jingling keys. 50 days. Like, come on now. Y'all are not even gonna remember that Trump said this 50 days from now. Okay. So anyway, because Trump had enough of Zelensky and he wants Zelensky out, he tired of playing games with the little gremlin who begging for money and weapons. They're tired of him. So now, just recently, all the pro-Ukrainian articles that used to come out in England and Germany and America and Australia, now they talking about Zelensky as a headache, and he's becoming a tyrant, and he's becoming a dictator, and he's evil, and he's been corrupt, and blah blah blah. And they're like, no, he got to go now. The people are tired. And they did a poll, which this poll is true, by the way. This is not a fabrication, right? They did a poll and they realized that Nina broke it down for me. Zelensky is the winner. Like, Zelensky only got 23% approval rating in Ukraine. And so they want Zelensky to replace him. And the little gremlin don't want to leave. So now he's like, we're going to get more negotiate. So now he's calling for, oh, come on, Russia, come back. I just planned. Let's do the negotiation now. His back is against the wall. He's trying to buy time. This is going to be a very unique way of how this is going to work. because Zelensky does not want to leave. So what Trump going to do when you got a dictator who don't want to leave? What you going to do to him? I got a funny feeling you ain't going to do a damn thing. Because I'm like, for him to get away with what he's gotten away with so far, lets me know that, yeah, there's something this man has on some of y'all. Because I'm like, how y'all going to let the puppet control the puppeteer?
As early as next week. In a stark shift from previous defiance, Zelensky confirmed on July 19th that Kyiv had formally reached out to Moscow, offering...
Never done that before. They never done that before. Why? Why has Kyiv reached out to Moscow? Because Zelensky does not want to be dethroned. Zelensky does not want to be ousted. And he doesn't want Zelensky. If Zelensky was in Ukraine, I don't like Zelensky either, by the way. I don't like none of these people in Ukraine. But if Zelensky was in Ukraine, Zelensky would have had him arrested, like he has his other competitors that could win him, that could beat him, compete. But the West is protecting Zelensky. He's the next puppet that's compliant. Ukraine has never reached out to Moscow for negotiations. So I'm with my GMO-free popcorn like, how is this going to end? This is strange. Zelensky never reached out to Russia before.
To resume direct negotiations.
Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council, Rustem Umerov, also reported that he has proposed another meeting with the Russian side next week.
The move comes as Western aid to Ukraine continues to fluctuate, with several reports suggesting growing frustration within Kyiv over inconsistent military supplies and political hesitation in the US and Europe. Observers note that Ukraine's sudden push for talks may reflect mounting pressure, both militarily and diplomatically. Zelensky also acknowledged that while the war rages, dialogue has never been entirely severed.
Negotiations with the Russian side on the prisoners of war swaps are ongoing. We continue.
Oh! Let me talk about the prisoner of war swaps, okay? So, Russia, for every Russian prisoner that Ukraine has, Russia has 20 Ukrainians. Because a lot of these Ukrainian men who have been taken against their will and into conscription in Ukraine, baby, when Russia comes to the front line, they just throw their weapons down and give up. They're like, take me, take me, take me. And a lot of them don't want to be traded. A lot of them are asking Russia to not trade them until the war is over. So Russia has all these Ukraine, not all of them though. I want you to know all of them are not saying don't trade me, keep me here in the Russian jail. But you have the ones that do want to be traded in. There's so many of them. It's not even a fair swap. Also, Russia has so many of their dead Ukrainian soldiers stuffed in a refrigerator, and they all have been identified and verified, okay, with their identity. And Ukraine doesn't want to take the prisoners because they don't want to have to pay the surviving family. What is that called? Is that pension? What happens? Like, I'm not familiar with the military thing, right? So when you have a son, a daughter, or a husband, or a brother, and you're the surviving family, and they get killed during war, what is that called when the government pays you for the especially if you're a spouse? Is it called a pension or hold on? Let me see what survivor benefits. It's a name for it though, Joe. It's a name, but okay, it looks like y'all don't know what it is. But anyways, so Zelensky doesn't want to pay the survivors of these men, these soldiers that have been deceased. So they don't go pick these men up. They don't pick the remains of these men up. And like Russia is like, yo, dude, when y'all gonna come get these bodies? They just piling up. We're gonna have to give y'all a bill for all of this. So yeah, I mean, like when I tell y'all Zelensky is a POS, a lot of these people that like y'all have no idea. We should never have been on these people's sides. We should have never, ever, ever rooted for these people seriously for what these people are evil.
To implement the agreements reached during the previous meeting in Istanbul. Our team is currently working on another exchange.
Yet the Ukrainian leader urged Moscow to step up.
The negotiation dynamics need to be intensified. We must do everything possible to achieve a ceasefire.
Mind you, they're the ones who refused to come back to the meetings until Zelensky realized that Trump and other Western leaders want him out. Now he's talking about something, well, let's go to the negotiation. Let's go to negotiation.
The Russian side must stop avoiding decisions, prisoner exchanges.
First of all, they're not avoiding nothing. It's Zelensky's side refuse to show up anymore. By the way, please research and fact check everything I'm saying.
The return of children, an end to the killings.
What children?
A meeting at the leaders' level is needed to secure a lasting peace truly. Ukraine is ready for such a meeting.
There has been no immediate Kremlin response, but Kiev's offer, after months of insisting on battlefield victories, could mark the first real sign of diplomatic recalibration.
All right, so there you have it, dude. There you have it. I am very interested in stuff like this, dude. Because I want to know how it will end with Zelensky. I already know how it's going to end with Ukraine. Well, no, I don't. Because I don't know if other countries like Poland, Romania, Germany, and Hungary, are they going to take the land that was stolen from them? Are they going to take that back? And then you have Ukraine is now a smaller, way more smaller country than it started out to be. Because like I said, Russia is taking most of the East. So I think they don't want to touch the part of Ukraine that normally would belong to, that historically belonged to other countries. All right, so that's bad Trump. Let's talk about good Trump. And I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this. As someone who is was a huge fan of the Washington Redskins, and I do believe these are the Chiefs, right? These are Chiefs. So President Trump threatens to block Washington Stadium deal if Redskins name not restored. Make Indians great again. I support this. I support this. I really don't understand how my city allowed this political correct stuff. Nobody but white liberals wanted this name change. President Trump followed up on his post on Sunday, stating, "My statement on the Washington Redskins has totally blown up, but only in a very positive way. I may put a restriction on them that if they don't change the name back to the original Washington Redskins and get rid of the ridiculous moniker Washington Commodores, Commanders. Zoom, I like to fly far away from here, and I'm singing the Commodores. Zoom, zoom. I won't make a deal with them to build a stadium in Washington. The team would be much more valuable and the deal would be more exciting for everyone. Cleveland should do the same with the Cleveland Indians. Oh, that's Cleveland. The owner of the Cleveland baseball team, Matt Dolan, who is a very political, has lost 3 elections in a row because of that ridiculous name change. What he doesn't understand is that if he changed the name back to the Cleveland Indians, he might actually win an election. Indians are being treated very unfairly. Make Indians great again, MAGA. Let's go look at the video for this.
And Commanders fans. Tonight, the leader of the free world threatening to squash a deal to build a new stadium for the Washington Commanders right here in the district if they don't immediately change their name back to the controversial Washington Redskins. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday night. I'm Larry Miller. As the official
How is that controversial? What are you talking about?
Television station of the Washington Commanders, no doubt the last couple of hours have been wild. So here's the breakdown. This all started just after 10 o'clock this morning when President Trump posted this, saying that the Washington whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. Later this afternoon, the president...
Okay, why don't they just read the whole entire thing? God, the Washington whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. There is a big clamoring for this. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, one of the 6 original baseball teams with a storied past, are great Indian people and in massive numbers want this to happen. Their heritage and prestige is systematically being taken away from them. Times are different now than they were 3 or 4 years ago. We are a country of passion and common sense. Owners, get it done.
It then posted this, saying that I may put a restriction on them if they don't change the name back to the original Washington Redskins and get rid of the ridiculous moniker Washington Commanders. I won't make a deal for them to build a new stadium in Washington. He ends by saying that the Indians are being treated very unfairly, saying make Indians great again. All right, let's try to make sense of what we've just gotten from
How did you not make sense of that there, Tyrone? You can't read? Hate these libtards, dude.
The president there. We are joined now by Chick Hernandez.
And you don't even sound like you watch football.
Hernandez. Chick, let's talk about kind of putting the politics aside here. Yeah. We have a deal that is being negotiated right now by the team and the city council. They have yet to sort of reach the necessary consensus for us to move forward, but they're working out the details right now. Does this throw a monkey wrench in those ongoing negotiations?
Maryland and Virginia, who've been kind of sitting on the outside, are now going, say what now? What now? So now they are keen to hear what's next, certainly. And we don't know what all the rules are, but the president has done a lot of things with a heavy hammer. And so now it's about the D.C. City Council. And I think they have to kind of get this vote done now. This could pose a serious threat. There is no question.
I like how he's dressed. I'm not really paying attention to what he's saying. Like, this is a nice tie. Look at this shirt. It's got like the little, what do you call it? Fluorescence or something? Not fluorescent. It's got these little lines in them. And then he has this is so nice. I like how he's dressed.
About that. This could pose a serious threat to the football franchise coming to RFK. Then in the coming days, as you just mentioned, it's going to be a free-for-all.
Yeah, and then, of course, you have now Virginia and Maryland sort of sitting by with
stripes. Thank you. See how y'all help me out? See, James, that's why I need y'all. See, y'all be helping me with the words.
Bated breath to see whether or not this presents them with an opening that they really need.
Like, look at how this clown dressed. Like, come on, dude, wear your tie. And why is this a square handkerchief? You look like a clown. You don't even look presentable. This looks fresh and clean right here.
We would want, particularly Prince George's County, that would love to keep the Commanders there because now they're trying to figure out what do we do now that the team potentially and very likely will be moving out of Prince George's County.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was all unexpected.
I didn't know that. Who's here in D.C.? You mean to tell me that they're not playing at the stadium anymore? Do you like his earrings? I don't look from the neck on up. Listen, y'all know I'm racist, right? Did y'all forget that? I'm just looking at the suit. I'm not looking at, saying, like, I'm a little bit, see, here's the thing. My pupils tend to dilate when like they open wide when the skin is a little pale, you know what I'm saying? I have a color chart. All right, he don't fit that color chart for me to look at his face. So if I don't look at his face, I don't see the earrings. So I'm just looking at the suit. He looked fresh and clean in the suit.
The team right now is saying no comment, which is what they've done all along. They're not going to make any comments on what the president said. Dan Quinn and Adam Peters will be available on Tuesday to talk about training camp starting. I'm sure that question may be asked then, and perhaps Josh Harris will be at that meeting, and we'll have that as well. But right now, it is the president saying this, and now people inside the organization and the D.C. City Council are scrambling to find out what all the rules are. But right now, this could pose a serious threat to, as I said, to football coming to RFK.
Of course, we'll be watching this very closely.
It need to be in RFK because this RFK is in D.C. It's not called the Maryland Redskins. It's called the Washington Redskins. Why? What happened to the? Oh, is the stadium condemned or something? I don't even feel like looking it up, y'all. I don't care. I'm not even gonna look it up. I would look it up to see what happened to the stadium, but I don't care. I don't care enough to go look at it. I really don't. So I'm not going to. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do a cool down. I'm going to keep, wait a minute, what can I have here instead? Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Gang, 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 gang. Tyrone got invaded by the Washington Commanders. Bring the land, oh land. Yeah, thank you, Clown World. Bring her back too. See, what y'all should do when it comes to Land O'Lake is stop buying that butter, and you should boycott the butter until, but I don't know. Those of y'all, I don't eat that butter, by the way. But if I did, I wouldn't buy no Land O'Lake's butter. If y'all like butter, then y'all should basically have a boycott on the butter. Like, stop buying it. Okay? What this happened last fall. My best friend's mother needs some of us to drive her around, right? Because she can't drive anymore. So I drove her to Publix to go grocery shopping. And she reached for some Aunt Jemima pancakes. I said, oh. I said, no. I said, we don't do that. Well, why not having this? I said, because that company, it was found out that they were having a secret slave farm full of black children. It's a big scandal. And so we have decided to boycott, all right, this blend of anything Aunt Jemima. That's why they took her off the box, because they did not want to draw attention to the slave farms of little black children. She was like, oh my gosh, is this? I said, this is so true. So please tell your friends and family, don't buy no more Aunt Your Mama stuff. They're racist and they exploit black children. And you know, Aunt Your Mama is a mother figure. You know, she loves the children. She loves the children of all races. That's why she makes them some delicious pancakes. But they decided if they remove the black woman who's the black mother, then they will be able to exploit the little black children. Okay, because, you know, it was bad juju for them to have the black woman on there because the black woman was protecting those black children. But once they removed her, they just felt like they could do anything to them black children. So we're going to have to get Bisquick. What is that? Am I pronouncing that right? Bisquicks? Anyway, it was the white box with the yellow writing on it and stuff like that. They have a pancake. Bisquicks, yeah. So I picked up the Bisquick. I said, let's get this. You can get this for something. You can make pancakes with this. It's just as good. And she was so proud. And then when she started telling my best friend about this, they all gave me a very evil look. But they didn't call me a liar. They were so mad at me. Oh, they were so mad. Oh, God. Aunt Your Mama tastes so good, though. No, Commander Shepard boycotted until they put her back on the pancake box. How is it going to taste good without Aunt Your Mama on the pancake box? Okay, that's good. You want Aunt Your Mama back on the box. That's good. That's good. All right, cool. That's good. All right, chat. It's expensive, but 100% maple syrup is the way to go. Absolutely. Grade B, grade A. All the way. I never was fond of Aunt Your Mama pancake syrup now because of the high fructose corn syrup. I don't mess with no high fructose corn syrup, nothing. Not the ketchup, not the barbecue sauce, not the syrup. I get grade B, I get grade B and grade A maple syrup, 100% pure. When it comes to barbecue sauce, I get I think it's called Tubbs or Stubbs or something. It's a black man on the front of it. No high fructose corn syrup on there. So I'm very, very, and I get organic ketchup because it doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup on. Stubbs, thank you, Stubbs. Some of the best it's sugar free, but it's so good. That's Stubbs. Y'all ain't, let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what y'all missing if y'all don't get no Stubbs barbecue sauce, baby. Let me tell you something. That honey flavor too. Okay. So there's that. All right, guys. I have talked myself out. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Treehouse News, so that's when everything go behind the paywall. This video stays here. Okay. And so my son walked into a room and heard your voice saying, you listened to Hi, son. You listening to Tree, you tell him that's right. He know my voice. I like that. I think you got hungry for pancakes. It's too late in the day and I got work to do. God, I got some work to do. Over 6 years and he still remember. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God. Oh, that hits me in the ticker. Oh, Laura's son, remember me. All right, guys. So I don't know if there's going to be a video tomorrow because I don't see anything for me to talk about except for this. I don't know. I may do it. I don't know. It's kind of like when you do a video, when you do a subject on the live stream, doing a separate video. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming by. I really, 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 really appreciate it. I do. And I'll see you guys on the live stream tomorrow, which is which you can watch it during the live, but after the live stream, it goes behind a paywall. So, and it's always starts. So far for the last 3 weeks, I've been starting at 11:30. Let's see if I can change that tomorrow. Start at 10. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. All right, guys. Love you. I mean it.